Work done at the Virginia Capitol echoes way beyond these grounds. For the first time in a generation, laws passed by a Democratic majority officially take effect July 1.
So we're excited about what's going to happen and what will become law at midnight.
Just to get a sense of the scope here, the governor signed more than 1,200 bills into law. You might not recognize many of the changes, but some of them will directly impact daily life and discussion.
Despite that large pro-gun rally in January, universal background checks, limiting handgun purchases to 1 per month, and allowing cities and counties to regulate firearms all take effect. Possession of less than an ounce of marijuana will result in a $25 fine, not jail time. Unpaid court costs or fines won't result in someone getting their license suspended. Virginia becomes the first southern state where LGBTQ Virginians are explicitly protected against housing and employment discrimination by state law. And starting Wednesday, cities like Richmond can begin the process of removing Confederate war memorials on their property.
It's not just Second Amendment, not just life, business. I mean, there's going to be some big changes. And,
Republican Delegate John McGuire worries so many changes so fast will mean unintended consequences. For example, he says a 20-year-old smoking a cigarette faces a stiffer fine than one smoking a joint.
And they say decriminalization of marijuana, but those bills actually legalize marijuana. And they actually help criminals because they double the legal amount that drug dealers can carry before they get in trouble.
People will no longer be able to be discriminated against solely because they have a housing voucher.
That bill by Delegate Jeff Bourne bans discrimination against someone seeking housing based off their source of income. He says it's one example of an issue Virginia Democrats tried to change for years, but didn't have the power.
You know, we are putting Virginia on the right side of history, although we may be getting on the right side of history a little bit late for some things.
2 state laws that will not go into effect on July 1st. The hands-free driving law and an increase to the minimum wage. Both begin in 2021. Now for Wednesday, Richmond City Council has already scheduled a special meeting to discuss removing Confederate monuments in the city. Working for the state capitol, Jake Burns, CBS 6 News.